YouTube, new Dark Magician Chaos cards are here, and we're going to be checking out some crazy gameplay and then review the cards within the gameplay. Let's begin.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Now, instead of tirelessly looking at the cards, reading them, that's going to be very boring. Let's see how it plays in the gameplay, and then if something cool happens, we'll go back and read the card. I have no idea what these cards do. Place a continuous trap that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness. Discard this card. Okay, and huge shout out to Duel Exordio Duelista. This is who we are watching right now. Add a monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness. Light and Darkness, I guess, is the name of this deck type. Ash Negate. When the opponent activates an effect, you can special summon Multiplying Karibo from your hand. Okay, then what'd it do? Celtic, draw 2, discard 2. You must have one card in hand that mentions Ritual Light and Darkness to activate this. Is that, how's the card read though? How does it, on resolution, you have to discard at least one? Summon 3 spell traps and shuffle your monsters. Must shuffle one monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness as Veiler's trying to negate the Celtic Guardian from drawing 2 and discarding 2. So it's like Magical Hat's the trap, but it's a quick play spell now. What the hell? Oh, we dodged the Veiler by flipping down. And then what, we're gonna shuffle it and then we still get the effect through a Veiler? Damn. Wait, that's the trap when it blows up, you could summon whatever you want from the extra deck, right? Shuffle. Then what? Wait, how'd it get destroyed? Do you get to choose the destruction? This is where we're reading. What the heck just happened there? So where's the magical hats? How exactly does this work? This card was used to dodge a Veiler and destroy the trap that's going to summon something for the extra deck. When your opponent activates a normal spell / trap or a monster, oh, it has to be in response to the Veiler. You couldn't just quickly do this whenever you want. Choose 3 spell and traps with different names from each other from your deck, and 1 monster in your main monster zone that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness, which is the Celtic Guardian. If you do, special summon those spell and traps as normal monsters, whose name become Chaos Hats in face-down defense. Set the chosen monster if it is face-up, and then shuffle them on the field. Then your opponent's activate effect becomes destroy one opponent's set monster. There's no... This has to be scripted. How did they randomly destroy 1 of 4? The card that you wanted to get destroyed. What? No way. Are you playing your friend? Holy moly, and the Celtic Guardian did resolve its effect of draw 2, discard 2. Nice. And then there you go, summon a monster from the extra deck if this set card was destroyed. Pure luck, okay. Multiple infinite spell and trap card negate is now on the field, mate. What is that? We just summon, add a spell card from your graveyard on summon. Any spell? Literally, just add back pot agreed? What is this? Recover from graveyard. This card plus a card that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness graveyard effect. Okay. Ooh, we got the Chaos Hats back in our hand now. Monster target protection plus pop. Return card that is targeted, plus you get to summon a monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness, ignoring its summoning conditions. And also, the Dark Magician of Chaos is unaffected by activated effects except cards that target this card. Huh. That's like the opposite of a Borland, right? Let's see, what is this card that we just summoned? Is it this one? This is the card, right? You can ritual summon this card. If this card special summon, add any spell you want from your graveyard. It doesn't have to be an archetype specific one. Spell and trap cards you control cannot be destroyed or get banished by your opponent's card's effects. Also, this card is unaffected by your opponent's activated effects unless they target this card. So it still could imperm, but unaffected from a droplet. You could target one card your opponent controls, banish it face down. That's going to be spell speed 1, only during your own main phase, it looks like. All right, what are our disruptions though? Search, discard. What? If this card sent to the graveyard, you could send a ritual spell to the graveyard plus add a monster that mentions that ritual spell in their text. Do we have a way to ritual summon on their turn? Ecclesia. We have infinite spell and trap card. Add/summon from deck monster with 300 attack/defense if the opponent activates an effect. So first, the multiplying Kribo, only if the opponent activates something do you get to special summon this onto the field. And then if they activate again, we're summoning a monster, I guess? That's a lot of Kribo. What the heck? The Kribos are multiplying. What to do, though? Monster negate, equip this card to a monster mate. When your opponent activates a monster effect, you can equip this to a card you control to that to the monster, and then it negates it, I guess. Negate. Ooh, okay, we got our fusion. This triggers Owen Sense of the Grave. No, it does not. When destroyed, the hat does nothing. What now? We got, there you go. During main phase banish, I did talk about that. Banish away. Summon this card from the graveyard by shuffling 3 cards in the graveyard or banishment, including a light and darkness card. Summon from grave. So it triggers when sent to the grave to search. Kind of interesting. Okay, you know, we got really lucky on the magical hats randomly popping the card that summons the infinite spell and trap card negate. And let's check out the deck list from Duel El Exordio for Dark Magician of Chaos. I'm trying to find the deck list. Boom. All right. I guess my head's kind of blocking it. Interesting. Triple the magical hats. One of the continuous trap. Very similar to True Light and Blue Eyes. A lot of ways to get to it. And how about it? Let's now, that was Duel El Exordio. Thank you. Let's now check out Shark Yu-Gi-Oh! If he's got something cool with this. Let's see. This is the draw 2, discard 2. He said draw 2. It looks like it draws 3. Are my eyes deceiving me? What the heck does this card do? Normal summon or special summon. This will activate. You could only special summon from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. You can only special summon from the extra deck for the rest of this turn. Also, reveal your entire hand. If there's a card that mentions the Light and Ritual, and you could draw 3 and discard. It's a draw 3, discard 2. Okay, he said earlier it was draw 2, discard 2. It's draw 3. It's a freaking graceful charity. Okay, interesting. Pre-prep, I had Mitsurugi PTSD. I was about to exile this video. Okay, no Habakiri, we're good. Okay, what's going on here? Ash negates. What disruptions do we have? Additional summon since the card was not negated. It's a Slifer on the freaking field. White Boy the back row, we already know about that Dark Magician. Droplet's gone. End phase, the old Dark Magician of Chaos. Add back Droplet. We're not really doing much, are we? But we do have the new Dark Magician of Chaos. Maybe that's cool. What? How is that summoned? Did that get special summoned or normal summoned? What the heck does this do? Let's read this. Cannot be normal summon set, must be special summoned from your hand by shuffling a spellcaster or warrior ritual from your hand or graveyard into the deck. You can only special summon the Black Chaos, it's going to be Dark Chaos, the ultimate magical swordsman, once per turn this way. You could discard this card to play a continuous trap from the deck. It's unaffected by your opponent's activated effects while you have a ritual spell in your graveyard, and once per turn banish 2 cards. It's not up to 2, just straight up 2 cards, banish them. And it's non-target, like, is this a mistranslation? Just activate non-target banish 2 cards. What are you banishing? I don't tell you. I'm just banishing 2 freaking cards. Wow. He dodged it. He stopped it. So I have to banish 2. I activate to banish 2 cards, and Almirage jumps off the field, so now you don't have 2 cards to banish. So we now know definitively it's not up to 2, it is 2. So it's not a mistranslation, it does have to banish 2. What was that one doing again? It's adding back a spell. That's a banish 1. Is that also a non-target banish? I think this one targets, this one non-targets. Let me double check on that, because that is definitely something. Yeah, target a card, banish it face down. What? He forgot to mention that in the previous video. It's a lot better than just banish it. Banish it freaking face down. And then we have non-target banish 2. Now, these are spell speed 1 effects. They're not really disruption, but for board breaking, let's see. Re-prep, ritual summon. I didn't even read what the new BLS does. What'd he do? All right, we win. Congratulations. Now, let's see one final video from this. Auto E, come to me. So this tells me we don't really care about our extra deck. We are ritual focused. And for ritual focus, we're going to be using the new Fedralis hand trap, which is a massive boost to this deck. Ether Ash. And we have the Celtic Guardian to draw 3, discard 2. Gurifo, set Chaos Hats in the deck. You what, mate? Draw 3, discard 2, eat up the Imper, mate. You're a quick play spell and you are set. This is cheating. What? How are you activating this the same turn you're set? The Gurifo just cheated. You could use the first effect once returned. You could discard this card to then set a quick play or trap that mentions the Light and Darkness from the deck, and it can be activated this turn. Oh my Jesus. So we are dodging the Imper, mate, just like that. Let's freaking go. That is crazy good. Dodge Veiler, dodge Imperm, and pull it from the deck. You have to stop this, right? It's a draw 3. It's a graceful freaking charity. Flip it. Now they have to randomly destroy. Bro, don't tell me you're randomly destroying the Waking Dragons again like that other video. How scripted is this? Okay, destroy. Okay, we didn't destroy the Waking Dragons. Do we have a way to destroy our own Waking Dragons, though? Maybe we do. So we resolve the draw 3, discard 2. We discard to play the Continuous Trap. Continuous Trap, search our deck. And then we discard it. It triggers Engrave to send a ritual spell and search for a ritual monster. The ritual spell is a way to add itself back to the hand. All right. And then let's ritual spell. Using the grave, banishing to summon our Blackluster ritual. We're reborning the Summon Skull by shuffling back our cards into the deck. Link summon. Dynamundo. Okay. What happens to the Waking Dragons? Do we have a way to destroy it? The Gurifo, again, setting a quick play that can be activated the turn it's set. And it's a quick effect. You could set during their turn, your turn. Grabbing a Celtic Guardian. Discarding Bell to hold on to Celtic. What does Celtic do during the opponent's turn? That made no sense to me. Why would you delete your Ghost Spell? Banish the deck. White Rabbit. What is this going to... Is this like a negate onto the White Rabbit? So White Rabbit's going to be Chain Link 1. Does this have a trigger on summon to stop the White Rabbit? White Rabbit Chain 1. BLS Chain 2. What it do? What it doing? If this card's special summon, you could target a card your opponent controls and banish it. Okay, so it's not negating. It does target. Quick effect banish. White Rabbit already banished to trigger, so it's not coming back. We made sure to make sure they couldn't set a trap to then dodge or banish. Normal March Hare. Banish March Hare MTP. Return BLS back? What does this do? What is this negating? It's special summoning the Celtic Guardian. The draw 3, discard 2. Okay. Draw 3, discard 2. It's like we're hoping we draw into a Bell that we discarded, right? Oh, okay. What did I say? Yay, we discarded Bell to summon Celtic Guardian to draw into a Ghost Spell. Now, it's better than that. We have the Fedralis, which will non-target destroy a monster. There you go, Bell. Negate. And then Fedralis with the non-target pop, we don't even get to do it. So this is just clogging up your field, right? Are we tribute summon over it? What are we going to do with these face-down cards? Ritual spell continually, every turn, recycling itself back from the grave. White Rabbits. Come back, BLS. I gotta read the BLS after this duel. Celtic Guardian. Tribute. Wait, was that a Celtic Guardian's effect to summon the BLS? What the heck? Banish on summon. White Rabbit come back, sure. Summon Skull. Continue, even returning cards back in the action. Recycling back the Dynamundo. So you gotta play 3 Dynamundo because of the pot of E. Oh my Jesus. Return back and banish that card. Banish it face down. That's it. It is face down banished. March Hare banished in the hand or grave. Dormouse just to block attacks. Please, please. Can we lethal this field? It's 2 bodies. 2 bodies, you better be able to lethal this. It'll be pathetic if you can't. Oh, we got the other one. This is a banish 2. Non-target banish 2. Open up the entire field. There we go. And it could banish back row or monsters. You don't tell them until resolution. You just banish 2. Our chair. Add back the dormouse here. Damn. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I like that. I'm not sure if you have any cool ways to, maybe some of you could think of a way to destroy the Waking Dragons. Does it have to be destroyed by the opponent, or you could destroy it yourself? Let's see this, because we have synergy with the Waking Dragons. It says that left the field, the opponent has to be the one that destroys this. You can't self-destroy. And then what's the Celtic Guardian's other effect? Tribute this card. Special summon a ritual that mentions the light and darkness from your hand. So that is something we get to illegally summon it. It's not a ritual summon. And there was something else that had that effect also. If this card, I forget what other one was summoned that way. I think this was just using its effect to summon itself onto the field. Now let me see the BLS. Because yeah, we pretty much saw everything what this deck does. Now what does this do exactly? On special summon, target one card your opponent controls, banish it. So we are able to use that on our own turn, the opponent's turn. Cannot be destroyed by battle, unaffected by your opponent's activate effects unless they target this card. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can make it gain 1500 attack. If you do, attack again in a row, not into a monster, but it can attack directly. 4500 direct. Damn, now I gotta read the trap. The trap is something, wait, what was this one doing again? Your opponent activates a card effect that targets another card you control. Return those cards that were targeted back to the hand. If you do non-target destroy a card in the field if the opponent targets something, then you could special summon one monster that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your hand with a different name than the return card, ignoring its summoning conditions. If this card is destroyed, you could special summon a Ritual that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness from your hand or deck. Okay, and then the trap was putting in a lot of work. During either turn, can we use both effects? You can only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You cannot activate this card's first and second effect in the same chain. During either player's turn, you could add a monster from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you could return one level 7 or higher monster you control to the hand. Special summon one monster with a different name from your hand that mentions Ritual of Light and Darkness, ignoring its summoning conditions. It's a pretty cool deck. It's probably going to be better with Mitsurugi, but I'm happy that the highlights did not show Mitsurugi. I do see some of them, or at least one of them, did upload something with Mitsurugi. Let's see the comments on this real quick. All roads lead to Habakiri. If this card sent to the graveyard, you could send a ritual spell from your hand or deck to the graveyard. Add one ritual monster mentioned on it from your deck to your hand. Okay. Yep. My God, it's beautiful. Holy, these cards are all bonkers. Basically, if Yu-Gi-Oh! I can't read all this. Okay, let's see. It's going to be agonizing waiting for these cards to hit Master. They look amazing. So, yeah, I agree. Pretty cool showcases from all the different YouTubers here. Love it. New Dark Magician of Chaos. Let's go.